Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Now I want to ask you, what's a weird fashion trend you can think of? Feel free to leave it in the comments below. Now the first thing that comes to my head are those full zip hoodies from Bape that were very popular a couple of years back. And I think with these kind of odd trends, we can automatically classify them as bad and we wouldn't wear them at all. But today I wanted to talk about a trend that I haven't quite made my mind up on yet. It is fairly bizarre, but at the same time, I could see myself incorporating it in my closet in a pretty cool way. So that trend is going to be pre-wrinkled clothing. Now I've seen this pop up from a lot of my favorite brands actually, so the likes of Our Legacy, Lemaire, Undercover. And when doing my journalistic research, really I saw the origin of this trend coming from Martine Rose and her Fall 2022 collection. Now you may be saying this is not the first time that a brand has done pre-wrinkled clothing, and I would agree with you, but this is really the first time I've seen it being done by multiple brands in one season. To go through a couple pictures right now and kind of get your thoughts on which designers you think or which brands you think are doing this the best. First, I want to talk about Lemaire. They did a few pieces with this wrinkle texture this season. One is this gray button-up shirt. Also, they did a floral or leafy pattern with this, what I view as kind of a vacation print. And there's also two short jackets. The next, and one of my favorites, is from a brand called Attachment. This shirt comes in gray and then also a black colorway, and it's a polyester and linen blend, which is pretty interesting. I really like this shirt because it's so wrinkled that it couldn't be confused for just an ordinary button-up that you maybe left in a pile. I almost see this a little bit like distressing. If I have a distressed piece, I want it to have holes and tears all over, so it's really obvious that that's like the aesthetic that I'm going for. The next brand is going to be 424. They had a couple wrinkled pieces including these nylon pants, and it a little bit reminds me of Kong Hyuk, which if you remember those ballistic nylon airbag pieces they did a couple years back, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting with. So not as comfortable, more... Oh my god, my neighbor is fucking knocking on the wall. Back to 424. This is probably more in that like technical style, so not as much what I'm looking for, but that leads us into Our Legacy, and what I know Our Legacy best for is their shirting. I think they have a great selection of shirt silhouettes. First is going to be this cocoa shirt, which has a sheer appearance but with the wrinkled texture, and then they also did this in their classic burrowed shirt with this stripe pattern. I think striped shirts are having a little bit of a moment right now as well, so it's cool to see this combination of trends. Lastly, they did this nylon blazer. It has a matching pair of pants that are very wide and baggy, and when I saw this on the runway, I thought it looked really interesting. It appeared a bit more gray to me, and then I just thought in the technical material, it was a very unique take on a casual blazer. But then seeing it hit retailers, it was a lot more purple than I expected, which is just not as much my style. So now I am a little bit confused of who the target market for this is and what's the occasion. When I think of this pre-wrinkled clothing, it seems in rebellion to typical formal attire that must be pressed and everything. It has to be wrinkle free. I don't think these styles can be worn to an office. I think they're a little bit too casual and out there where you'd be getting quite a few looks. Why? Maybe it's just cool and I'm overthinking it, but let me know what you think in the comments. I think this is a pretty cool trend overall. Really appreciate you taking the time and watching the video. And yeah, see you tomorrow.